I'm going to tell you a story about the wildwood weed. Now, the wildwood flower grew wild on the farm, and we never knew what it was called. Some called it a flower, and some called it a weed, but I never give it much thought. Well, one day, I was out there talking to Luna May, and I reached down for a weed to chew on. Well, things went fuzzy and things got blurry, then everything was gone. Well, I come to, my brother Bill was there, and he said, "What's wrong with your eyes?" I said, "I don't know, I was just chewing on that weed." He said, "Well, let me give it a try." We spent the rest of that day and most of that night trying to find my brother Bill. We finally caught up with him about 6 a.m. the next morning, naked, singing on the windmill. The very next day we picked a bunch of that weed and we put them in the sun to dry. Then we mashed them and we cleaned them and we stuffed them in a corncob pipe. Smoking them wildwood flowers got to be a habit, and we didn't see any farm. We thought it was kind of handy to take a trip and never leave the farm. Well, all good things got to come to an end, and it's the same with the wildwood weeds. One day this fella from Washington drove by, and he saw them, and he turned as white as a sheet. Well, they dug and they burned and they burned and they dug until they killed all of our cute little weeds. Then they drove away. Well, we just smiled and waved, sitting there on that sack of seeds.